Let's dive into some news quickly here at GPFans before we get the Canadian Grand Prix underway this evening. You can follow all of the action, of course, on GPFans.com and GPFans Global on Twitter and Instagram. But for now, here are the headlines and the fallout from qualifying as we get ready for the Canadian Grand Prix today. Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton have lambasted their F1 colleagues, with the Mercedes team principal furious at his fellow team bosses, calling them manipulative, pitiful and disingenuous in F1's political game, while his driver accused his rivals on the grid of being two-faced over the issue of F1's aggressively bouncing cars. Wolff was apparently involved in a heated exchange with his fellow team principals on Saturday morning and believes they are attempting to retain an advantage in the sport by criticising the FIA directive that was issued on Thursday, as the sport's governing body looks to eradicate the bouncing that is causing health and safety issues for the drivers. Speaking about Saturday's emotional exchange, Wolff said, "Team principals are trying to manipulate what is being said in order to keep the competitive advantage and trying to play political games when the FIA tries to come up with a quick solution to at least put the cars in a better solution is disingenuous." Wolff added that rather than listening to the team principals, perhaps everybody should be listening to the drivers. You listen to the words of Carlos Sainz, you listen to what Daniel Ricciardo has said, you listen to what Esteban Ocon has said, Kevin Magnussen, and both are drivers. Lewis Hamilton, on the other hand, though, has said that drivers are being two-faced when it comes to this issue, saying it is always interesting seeing people's perspectives and opinions in different lights. Obviously, in front of you, it's one thing and another in the background. Sometimes people say different things. Now, Hamilton went on to say that this whole issue is about making sure that Formula One is safe for drivers over the next 4 years. Let's just hope that it's cleared up before then. Two quick ones from the action on track yesterday, with George Russell saying that his switch to slicks at the end of Q3 in qualifying was inspired by his Saturday performance at the Russian Grand Prix last season. Now, Russell had opted to switch to slicks in Q3 on a drying track in Russia last year, managing to keep his car together on track and take third on the grid for Williams for the race on Sunday. And with conditions drying in Montreal yesterday, Russell thought a similar opportunity could befall him on the slicks, even if it didn't eventually pay off. "We had a good car and I saw the dry line appearing," said Russell. "It only takes one corner to let you down, and that for me was turn 1 and 2. It happened at Sochi last year when I was one of 3 drivers to go from inters to slicks, and I qualified P3 with Williams. It's high risk, high reward. I want to fight for pole position, and I'm not here to settle for P3 or P4. Elsewhere, Fernando Alonso has vowed he will be gunning for Max Verstappen after qualifying second for the Canadian Grand Prix today, ending a 10-year drought of the Spaniard being off the front row of the grid. Alonso finished qualifying in the top 2 for the first time since the German Grand Prix in 2012 and revealed he'll hold nothing back in Sunday's race, particularly going into the first corner. "I think I will attack Max on the first corner," said Alonso. "The goal is to lead the race on lap 1, so that's turn 1 maximum attack. And then after that, they can go and they can fight, but it will be nice, sweet to lead the race." Now, the Alpine that Alonso is driving may not have the pace to win in the dry then today, but the heart of the lion is coming out for the former world champion when the lights go out on Sunday. So what are your thoughts on Toto Wolff's and Lewis Hamilton's comments about drivers and team principals being manipulative and sometimes disingenuous when it comes to the issue of porpoising and bouncing in Formula One this season? Let us know, of course, in the comments section below, and join the discussion on our Discord server as well, and follow all of the action, particularly that battle going into turn 1 between Verstappen and Alonso on GPFans.com and GPFans Global on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok as well.